Shalom, 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 brother Randy here. Well, early in the morning and getting after it. But as you've seen, the greenhouse is up, and I'm in the process of working on getting some fall crops in there. But one of the main objectives of this land is definitely to raise sheep, raise food. Not only is the chickens and the goats, but the primary operation here is definitely going to be a shepherd's field raising sheep. And a lot of people, I can understand why a lot of people shed away from wanting to deal with sheep, because they're a hard species to deal with. You got to deal with deworming, but not only into that, and not with only with any flock that you're dealing with. You got to deal with fencing, so the fence has to constantly be maintained. You have to make sure that the grass and the pasture is not growing any plants or weeds that's going to be detrimental to the health of the flock. But the name of the game definitely is to ensure that nothing is growing up that's going to harm the flock. Now, this is a perfect example of something that can harm them, and what we do is basically just pull it out and throw it off into the ditch. But provided that there is enough food in your field to feed your flock, they're not going to want to eat something like that first. But here we are in the fall, and the flock in the pasture is just very, very, very plush at this point in time. Still, I mean, they haven't even gotten back here to this end to eat the grass over here, and we're talking about only a flock of 12 at this point in time. I started out with 4. Excuse me. Started out with 4. So now we're at the point in time where we can continuously learn how to raise the sheep, intending to them, without necessarily, getting into deep over your head and just purchasing a whole bunch of animals and not knowing how to tend to them. So I'm going to take you over to where I think they are right now to show you how they're doing, and some natural remedies that I am instituting here to get rid of all types of chemicals injected in their body. Because if Saints is going to be eating this stuff, then definitely I want to make sure that it's all natural and 100% organic. But as you see on this side of the fence that we build, I mean, this is just a plush, healthy pasture, and they have not put a dent in this thing at all. But here they are over here, and they are doing just fine. And one of the biggest challenges always with a flock is things like managing parasites and making sure that they're nice and healthy. And one of the things I could do is just look at their poop and tell that they are nice and healthy, and that we're not experiencing any issues on that end. But as you see, you can tell when they're nice and healthy is when that poop is just flowing like that. And so all of the ewes at this point in time, which are 8 ewes, and they are all pregnant at this point in time. And so we should be lambing in another couple of months, and that's going to bring us up to 16 females, and just start the process all over again. The ultimate goal, based on, it's like sheep have not been in this pasture field at all. They haven't put a dent in it. So I definitely think, based on, and this is not even including the back that I'm keeping sheep in as well, probably a good 40 ewes I'll be able to manage at any given time. and I've been working with a local feed shop, and they're more than happy to take all of the ewes or any ewes or rams that need to be sold off my hands, and they're talking about a 5 month old ewe, something like that one right there. You can get a good 260, 280 for a nice well-bred ewe in this market. So, I mean, you do the math. I mean, this is just going to be a good way to generate some funds as well. So this is what the situation is, and oh yeah, let me take you through what I'm using in order to do the natural deworming. So basically, I've been looking at a lot of different what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of different recipes to treat the goats and the sheep. And what I've noticed out of trying a couple is this one worked real well. Instead of putting that injection to treat them for the worms, this concoction consists of cayenne pepper, garlic, and molasses. Cayenne pepper, garlic, molasses, all mixed up in water, all organic. And I put, based on their size, and I'll put this in a syringe and inject it in their mouths. And I'll feed this to them twice a month. But a couple of them, about 4 or 5 of them, had worms. And since I've been instituting this, haven't had a problem at all. Haven't had a problem at all. Nice and healthy. So I'm going to continue on giving this to them probably every 2 weeks. And because it's all organic and natural, I mean, it's not going to hurt them in any way, shape, or form. So, well, I'm going to continue on this process right here and keep you updated. But as you see, nice, healthy animals, healthy pasture. Still tending to thing and putting additional fencing around. But yeah, it's going very well. Yes, definitely on the road to being a bona fide shepherd. Shalom.